you have really, in terms of legacy, the greatest steel place in the world, and we're bringing that back, and a lot of other things are happening in Pittsburgh. We're very proud of it.
Only on KDKA One-on-One with the president, John Delano, asking the president some questions before he went on stage. Let's go back live to John inside the convention center now. John.
Well, hey, Ken, shortly before the president addressed this Shale Insight Conference, I did have the chance to ask him a couple of questions. And I certainly asked him about why he was back in Pittsburgh, what that was all about. I also reminded him that 3 years ago, as a candidate, he made a lot of promises at this particular Shale Conference. And I asked him if he had kept those promises over the past 2 years. And finally, I reminded the president that there were protesters right outside this convention hall going on right now, people who oppose him on both fracking and climate change, and I asked him to respond to that as well. Let's take a listen to what he had to say. Mr. President, welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you very much, John.
Sometimes it seems as if you're here all the time and that we should give you a voter registration card. What is it you like most about Pittsburgh?
Well, I love the state and I love the place, and I also love the fact that you have really, in terms of legacy, the greatest steel place in the world, and we're bringing that back, and a lot of other things are happening in Pittsburgh. We're very proud of it.
Do you think you've fulfilled those promises, or is there more to do?
Well, I think I've more than fulfilled them, but we can still do a little bit more. Some of them are statutory, where we need certain bridges. You have to wait 180 days, and then you have to wait 6 months, and et cetera, et cetera. But we have a pipeline now in terms of regulations, approvals, approving certain pipelines, actual pipelines. We have things to do that are great, but I think I'm way, way ahead of schedule.
There are protesters outside now. They're concerned about fracking and about climate change. What's your message to them?
Well, look, we have a wealthy country. We have things that we're doing and that we want to do that can only be done if we let our great factories operate. If you want to close down half of your wealth and half of your factories, if you want to close things up and go with wind, which, by the way, kills the birds and has lots of other problems, and I'm not even knocking it, but it's not enough for this country. We're doing so well right now, and if you want to close it up and if you want to put everybody out of work, I guess you have to vote for her or somebody on the other side.
That, of course, was a reference to Senator Elizabeth Warren, who has said she wants to shut down fracking on day one of her presidency. Now, of course, we only had a limited amount of time with the president, but we did ask him some additional questions. I specifically asked him about the Tree of Life tragedy that occurred a year ago this Sunday, and I asked him specifically if he had done enough to keep this from ever happening again. You'll hear his response to that coming up new at 6. Live at the Convention Center, I'm John Delano, KDKA News.